Hello friends, we start with our next problem solving session. In my previous problem solving section, we have seen the problems of initial condition. Again, we continue with few more different type of problems. So if you have still not subscribed, like and comment my channel, please do it. Once you subscribe it will be more easy for you to go through my all previous sessions. So we start with our problem solving sessions and we will see again the different type of problems. So next problem. So this is the next type of problem, friends, in which you have to find the solution for Vt, that is V appearing across the capacitor as mentioned here, and the initial value of voltage is given as 0 volt. Okay, it is V0 is equal to 0 volt, and these are the two different current source which is applied in the circuit. Now see, very important thing is there are two current source whose value is 3 ut and 3 ut minus 1. So before going for this question, first of all we will see what is ut. I already told you in my previous sessions, this is ut. If you talk about ut minus of 1, that means this signal is shifted at time t equal to 1 and this signal will become ut minus of 1. Very simple. So this is ut and this is ut minus 1. That means the solution for Vt actually is for first for t less than 0, second for 0 t 1 and third for t greater than 1. Yes, the solution for your Vt will be in three part. For 1 where t is less than 0, for 0 to 1 and for t greater than 1. So this is the solution of Vt. However, you can write here it as 0 directly. Why? Because it is also mentioned that initial value is 0. So one thing is already given here. You have to find these two portions. Now we will see how we solve it. Okay. So as I said, first we have to see for this instant, that is 0 less than t less than 1. Okay. Why? Because what will happen during this instant, only one source comes into the picture, that is 3 ut. Okay. If you talk about 0 less than t less than 1, so during this instant only 3 ut will be appearing. So for this, the solution of Vt will what? Become V infinite plus of V0 minus of V infinite e to the power minus t by tau. Okay. So first of all we will find this. Now very important thing while solving this type of problem in which two different sources or n number of different sources is given, you have to consider that this time instant 1 is basically an infinite time. Okay, and then only you can find the value of V infinite. Why? Because here you have to find the value of V infinite first. V0 is already given as 0, so from here you can directly write it as V infinite 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. Yes, this is your solution. Now your task is to find the value of V infinite. Okay, so basically first we have to find the value of V infinite. So for finding out the value of V infinite, the same concept is applicable here. You will draw at t equal to infinite. So when you draw at t equal to infinite, what will happen? Please see. We have to find the value of V infinite. Now, as I said earlier, you have to consider V infinite just an instant between 0 less than t less than 1. Why? Because we are simply applying the concept. So you have to just focus on the concept. However, within these instant only one source is present. There is no significance of this source. Very important thing. So when we going to find this value, please focus here. We will not talk about this voltage, this current source. Okay, because there is no significance. Why? Because we are finding out instant between 0 t less than 1. Since I am writing here as V infinite, it is just to represent this instant. Okay, because we have no technique to find the value at t equal to 1, but yes, we have a concept of v infinite. So if I redraw this will become v infinite. This is plus minus, this is your 8 ohm resistance, this is 2 ohm, this is 8 ohm, and actually this source will be applicable here. This source has no significance. Why? Because it starts at t equal to 1. So if you apply a KVL here, this 3 ampere current will flow here. So from here you can say that the value of V infinite comes to be 8 into 3, that is 24 volt. Basically the value of Vt comes to be 24 into 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. This is in volts. Okay, now you have to find the value of tau. The value of tau is what? It is R equivalent C. Okay, now if you see, again when I am going to draw the circuit at t equal to 0, what will happen? Please see. Again, there is no significance of this source because it starts with t equal to 1. So this is your circuit, and here I have to find the equivalent resistance, that is R equivalent, and this is your another resistance. This is 2 ohm, this is 8 ohm, and this source will be disappear. Why? Because we are finding the R equivalent. So your R equivalent comes to be how much? It is 10 ohm. The value of C is how much? It is 0.1 farad. So what is tau? Your tau comes to be 10 into 0.1, that comes to be 1 second. So what is your Vt? Vt you can write it as 24 1 minus e to the power minus t volts. Okay, so this is one important question in which first we have find the value of Vt, that is 24 1 minus e to the power minus t for 0 less than t less than 1. Now this same process we have to again follow for finding out the solution when it is t greater than 1. Okay, so this is one solution, very important. I'll write it here. It is Vt 24 1 minus e to the power minus t in volts. Now what happen at t greater than 1? Basically we have to find the solution. So again it is Vt is equal to is V infinite, as the formula says, V0 minus of V infinite e to the power minus t by tau. Yes, but now we have to find the solution for t greater than 1. So here this will remain as it is, but here the solution comes to be what? 1, because now initial value is shifted from time t to t minus 1. So very important, your Vt will become, once again I am writing here, V infinite plus this will become V1 minus of V infinite, this will become e to the power t minus of 1, because your entire time instant is shifted to t minus 1, and this is your volt. Now this will be your next solution for t greater than 1. Okay, this try to understand. Now how you find V1 and how you find V infinite. To find the concept of V infinite remain as it is, but when you find V1, this you have to find with the help of our original solution Vt, that is 24 1 minus e to the power minus t. If you put the value of time instant 1, because it is between 0 to 1, so that comes to be 24 into 1 minus e to the power minus 1. Solve it and find the value of V1. So you have find the value of V1. Now you will see what is the value of V infinite. Okay, so for again finding the value of V infinite, now what will happen? All the source will comes into picture. Okay, so this source now will become 3. Again this is your resistance, this is 2 ohm, this is 8 ohm, and this is your 3 ampere. and now this is V infinite for the instant t greater than 1. So what will happen, this 3 ampere current will flow here in this manner and this 3 ampere will flow in this manner, and you have to apply to solve this in this fashion. Okay, so V infinite is equal to minus 2 plus V infinite equal to, now you are moving in this fashion, current is also going in this fashion, so it is 2 into 3 plus of 8 into 3. So 6, 24, that comes to be 30 volt. So this is the value of V infinite. Now once you know all the values, just by putting and get the answer. So from here the value of Vt comes to be, it is V infinite, how much it is, 30 plus of, it is 15.17 minus of 30 e to the power minus t by tau, so that comes to be 30 minus of 14.83 e to the power minus t by tau. Now you have to find the value of tau. How you find? Please see. Now again, for finding out the value of tau, these two sources will remain open. So this is 8 ohm, this is 2 ohm, and this is your R equivalent. So R equivalent again remains same, that is 10 ohm, C is 0.1, so tau comes to be what? It is 1. 1 second. So I write this answer as 13 minus 14.83 into e to the power minus t is in volt. This is the value of Vt for t greater than 1. So finally you have find the value of Vt as Vt is equal to, it is 0 for t less than 0, it is 24 1 minus e to the power minus t for 0 less than t less than 1, and it is 30 minus 14.83 e to the power minus t for t greater than 1. This is very important problem in which we have understand these concepts. Okay, go for next problem. This friend, our next problem. In this problem you have to find the value of I1t and I2t for t greater than 0. This is some different type of problem in which two inductors now comes into picture. Very important thing, there are two inductors. So now the question comes to how we solve the two inductors, because the current across both the inductors are I1 and I2, and you have to find the solution for I1 and I2. The condition of switch is mentioned as t equal to 0, the switch is going to be closed. So we will see how we solved it. So if I say the solution for I1t and I2t as per our generalized formula is, again it is I infinite, or I can say it is I1 infinite plus of I1 0 minus of I1 infinite into e to the power minus of t by tau 1. Okay, similarly it is I2 infinite plus of I2 0 minus of I2 infinite into e to the power minus t by tau 2. This is first, this is second. Just try to understand, these are the techniques to solve. Okay, so if you see this circuit at t equal to infinite, if you see that circuit at t equal to infinite, if I am drawing here, very important thing, the switch will going to be closed. Okay, and once the switch is closed, your circuit is in this form. Okay, now these two inductor get short circuited at t equal to infinite, as we know, and this is your short circuit branch here. Now once it is short circuited, whatever the circuit here has no significance with the circuit which is present here. So you can say that I1 infinite and I2 infinite will be 0. Yes. So these terms will go off from the solution. So finally you can say that the value of I1t comes to be I1 0 e to the power minus t by tau 1, and I2t is equal to I2 0 e to the power minus t by tau 2. Why I have taken tau 1 and tau 2? Because just keep in mind, when multiple inductor are present in the networks, the switching is mainly depend upon the resistance which is associated with that inductor. Okay, so here whatever tau 1 and tau 2, we'll see how we find the tau 1 and tau 2, but just keep in mind this is the concept which is applicable, and with the help of that only we will find those values. So if I draw, first we draw that circuit at t equal to 0, the switch is going to be open. This is your 5 ampere current, this is 6 ohm, okay, and both the inductor will get short circuited. Very important thing. This is 5 ohm and this is 20 ohm. Here are the two current, this is I2 0, this is I1 0, and this current is 5 ampere and it is flowing. So can we find these currents? Yes. For finding out these two values, first we will find this current. Let this current is I alpha. Okay. Now for finding out I alpha, if 5 and 20 is in it is in parallel, so we will solve the parallel combination of 5 and 20. That comes to be 5 into 20 upon 25, so that comes to be 4 ohm. It means the parallel of this 5 and 20 is 4 ohm. If you want, I can redraw this circuit as here as redrawing. So this is 6 ohm and here is the resistance as 4 ohm. This is 6 ohm and this is 5 ampere. So I need to find the value of I alpha. What is I alpha? I alpha is equal to 5 into 6 upon 6 plus 4. So that comes to be how much? It is 3 ampere. Okay, it is 3 ampere. It means that 3 ampere current is flowing 30 upon 10, that comes to be 3 ampere. So once you know the value of I alpha 3 ampere, now you can find these values. Now please see. Now for finding out the value of I1 0, please see, this current is 3 ampere. Just now we have find. So now it is what? It is 3 into 20 upon 5 plus 20, yes, and I2 0 is equal to 3 into I2 0, this current, 5 upon 5 plus of 20. So how much it is? It is 3 into 20 upon 25, 5, 5, 5, 4. So it is 12 by 5, 12 by 5 amperes. Okay, and this is 25, 5, so it is 3 by 5. Okay, so that comes to be 0.8 ampere. Not 0.8, it is 0.6 ampere. 0.6 ampere. Okay, so this way we have find the value of I1t comes to be how much? It is I1 0 12 by 5, or you can say it is what? 2.4 ampere. Yes, 2.4 e to the power minus t by tau 1, and I2t is 0.8 e to the power minus t by tau 2 is in amperes. Now our last task is to find the value of tau 1 and tau 2, that we will see here. So now we have to find the value of tau 1. So tau 1 will become L1 by R1 and tau 2 will become L2 by R2. As I said, the value of L1 is 2.5. The value of R1 is 5 ohm here. The value of L2 is 4 Henry and the value of R2 is 20. So that comes to be 0.5 and that comes to be 1 by 5. So from here the value of I1t comes to be 2.5 e to the power, that is tau 1 is 0.5, or you can say it is 1 by 2, so e to the power minus 2t amperes, and that comes to be 0.8 e to the power minus of 5t amperes. This is the solution for, this was not 0.8, this was 0.6, okay, this was 0.6. So it is 0.6 e to the power minus of 5t amperes. Okay, now once again I am explaining how I have taken R1 and R2 as 5 and 20 ohm, because what happens when you find this value, this switch will get closed. Okay, this switch will get closed. If you see here, this is 5 ampere, this is 6 ohm, and now this switch will get closed here, and this is your inductor. So under this type of circumstances, whatever the energy absorption and dissipation take place across the inductor, this resistance will play an important role for this inductor. Similarly, this resistance will play an important role for this inductor. It means you can say that mainly during the energy transformation phase, this resistance individually for this inductor and this resistance individually for this inductor will play the most important role and will take part in charging and discharging, or you can say the conversions of magnetic energy. And that's why finding out the time constant considering this resistance is the concept behind the entire problem. Okay, and that's why we have applied here the value of R1 is 5 ohm, the value of R2 is 20 ohm. So just keep in mind, this is one different type of problem. Maybe this type of problem asked in the GATE examination, and you will become confused how to solve such type of problem. So this is the way to solve. Okay, so this is all about this problem. We go for the next problem. So friends, this is our next problem. In this problem, you have to find the solution for I and V for all time. It means for negative time as well as for positive time. It means the solution for t greater than 0, you can say for t greater than 0 and for t less than 0. For both the time you have to find the solution for I and V. Now again, this is a specific type of problem in which the source is given as 20u minus t. Very important, the source V is given as, you can say Vs is given as 20u minus t. Very important. Now first of all, we understand this, what is basically u minus t. I told you about ut signal. This is your ut signal with time, say this is a magnitude of 1. Okay, so if you talk about u minus t, it is a reversal signal, and again this axis is t and this is 1, but now this signal will become u minus t. We have just this is basically known as phase reversal signal. In signals you will more understand about this. So this is your ut and this is your u minus of t. Okay, this is your u minus of t. It means now the signal is starting from minus of infinity and will come to at t equal to 0, and for t greater than 0 the value will go 0. You can say that for ut, I mentioned u for ut. It is 1 for t greater than 0 and 0 for t less than 0. Okay, for t greater or equal to 0, it is 0 for t less than 0. Similarly, if you talk about u minus t, it is it is 1 for t less or equal to 0 and 0 for t greater than 0. So this is a both type of signal, that is ut and u minus t. Okay, ut which I have shown here and u minus t which I have shown here. Okay, if you go for the t greater than of 0, the value is 0. Here if you go for the t less than 0, it is 0. Similarly, if you talk about 0 and the higher value, for ut it is 1, for u minus t it is 1, for t less or equal to 0. So this is all about the property of unit steps function in terms of ut and u minus t. Now this 20 u minus t is the signal which is applied here. So that means for t less than 0, that voltage is existing. Okay. Now what we will do, first of all, our task is to find the value of initial voltage across the capacitor. So at t equal to 0, switch is closed. That means at t equal to 0 negative, switch at t equal to 0 negative, switch is open. This switch is open at t equal to 0 negative. Why? Because at t equal to 0 it is going to be closed. So that means at t equal to 0 negative, switch is open. So what is your circuit? This circuit will basically act like this. This source will be presented here. Why? Because it is u minus of t. Very important thing, at t equal to 0 negative, switch is open. Why? Because at t equal to 0, switch is closed. That means at t equal to 0 negative, that is for the past time, the switch is open. So when switch is open, this entire circuit is of no use. So this circuit will exist. Why? Because the capacitor is connected here. So we have to consider those part where the capacitor is actually present. So if you see, this is your 5 ohm resistance. This 20 volt source will come into picture. Why? Because it is 20 u minus t and we are talking about t equal to 0 negative, that is for the past time, that is for t less than 0 we are talking. Okay now, so that's why we have taken it as 20. So 20 will come into picture. Now if we draw it further, this capacitor is behave like open circuit, and whatever the voltage appear here, you can say this voltage is V0 negative. Okay, this is V0 negative. So from here, if you apply one KVL, you can say that the value of V0 negative is what? It is 20 volt. But if you talk about the current I, or you can say it is 0 negative, that is 0 ampere. So here we will not write it as I0 negative, we directly write it as the current I at t equal to 0 negative is what? It is 0 ampere. Why? Because no current will flow here, no current. Okay, no current will flow here. So I at t equal to 0 negative is 0 ampere. So this is important. Why? Because V0 negative will become equal to V0 positive, that is 20 volt, or you can say that basically the initial value of voltage across the capacitor is 20 volt. This is very important. Okay, since the abrupt change across the capacitor is not possible, that's why V0 negative and V0 positive is equal and it is 20 volt. However, you can say that the initial value of voltage, just for putting directly into the formula, the value is 20 volt. So once you find the value of V0, that is initial voltage, now your task is to find the value of V infinite. Okay, why? Because the solution for the voltage across capacitor Vt is given by V of infinite plus of V0 minus of V of infinite e to the power minus t by tau. Okay, see, you just think that the process are very long. It's not like that. Once you got a practice to solve the problems, it will become very easy to solve in a fastest way. Okay, and for solving all these problems, you must go through a lot of this numerical exercises. Okay, because yes, the point is initial condition problems are not that much easy. It requires a lot of practice to understand, and then only you can solve, or just by analyzing the circuit you are able to understand, or you are able to recognize what should be the flow of what should be the flow in which one can able to find the solution whatever being asked in the question. Otherwise it is not possible. So you must just keep in your mind that in initial condition problems you have to undergone lot of numerical exercises, then only you will able to solve the problems. Okay, However, in my all problem solving session, we will go through the number of different type of examples, which will be more easy for you to understand all problems. Okay, so we'll again come back to our problem. Here we have find the value of v0. Now you have to find the value of v infinite. As I said, v infinite, that means at t equal to 0, as switch is closed. As the switch is closed, now please see, there is no significance of this voltage source. Okay, if I redraw this, please see, this source has no significance. Okay, or it behaves like a open circuit here, and this is your 5 ohm. Now this is your capacitor. Now this switch is closed, and this is your 10 ohm resistance, and the current flowing here is 3 ampere. Okay, this is at the condition at t equal to 0. However, I have to find the value of v infinite, so I can say at t equal to infinite, I have redraw this circuit. Okay, so when I draw at t equal to infinite, I said you that the voltage across the capacitor will become v infinite and capacitor will become open circuit. So this is the condition. Okay, this is the condition. From here you can remove this also. I mean, there is no use of this voltage. Why? Because it is for u minus t, but when we are talking about the positive time, there is no significance. It will be removed from the network. And now this is your circuit. This 3 ohm, this 3 ampere current will directly flow here, and just by applying 1 kVL, you can get the value of v infinite as, the value of v infinite comes to be 30 volt. So once you know the value of v infinite, v0, now your task is to find the value of tau, and tau is what? Your RC. Okay, tau is what? Your RC. So here I should write the value of v0 as 20 volt. Okay, so v infinite and v0 we have find. Now we have to find the value of tau. The value of tau is RC, or you can say R equivalent C. You know the value of C, you have to find the value of R equivalent. For finding out the value of R equivalent across the capacitor, so it is at t equal to 0, the switch is closed. As I said, this circuit is have no relevance, so we have to find the value of equivalent resistance across this capacitor while we looking from here at t equal to 0, and this current source will get open circuited. While finding the Thevenin's equivalent, you know that we have seen that all the independent sources, if it is a current source, goes open circuited, and if it is a voltage source, it gets short circuited. Thus, in similar manner, we are doing here. Only the important thing, just keep in mind, whenever we are finding the R equivalent, it is as for t greater than 0. It means for t equal to 0 or greater than 0, it means your switch has to be closed. Okay, so this condition you always keep in your mind. We will never find for t equal to 0 negative. So in this manner, you can find the value of R equivalent. From here, you can directly say that the value of R equivalent is what? It is 10 ohm. Yes, so what is your tau? It is 10 into 0.2, and that comes to be 2 seconds. So this is your value of tau. Once you know the value of tau, the solution for Vt comes to be what? It is V infinite, that is 30, plus of V0, that is 20, minus of 30 into e to the power minus of t by 2, or you can say it is 30 minus of 10 e to the power minus of 0.5 t volt. So this is the value of Vt you have find. This is the value of Vt for this circuit. Very important. So friends, this is the solution for Vt. Okay, so finally we have find a solution for Vt, and you can say that the Vt is 30 minus 10 e to the power minus 0.5 t for t greater than 0, and it was 20 volt. I mean, we can write it is in the form of, we can also write it in the form of Vt is equal to 20 volt for case t less than 0, or you can say it is 30 minus 10 e to the power minus 0.5 t for t greater than 0. Okay, so this is the solution for Vt. And similarly, if you talk about It, the value of IT is 0 for t less than 0, for t less than 0, and for t greater than 0 you cannot able to determine. Okay, so this is the value of IT, that is 0 ampere for t less than 0. So this is all about the solution for this question. Okay.